Hello and welcome to the show. The show is titled Glamour and I'm your host for today. My name is Lina. Now, so far in the country Nigeria, fashion has taken a certain way that we don't see like we used to do in the, let me just say, the 19th century and all of that. Back then, I could wear pink and red and people are like, it's color this, color that. But with the involvement of fashion now, I can wear pink and red and still spice it up with a little bit of black and white and all of that, and people appreciate it. So today in the house, we have this beautiful, innovative, hardworking, successful lady. I don't want to be the one to mention her name, but let's get to meet her herself. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
It's a delight to meet you.
Yes, Mrs. Habibat Abdulraman Yusuf, the CEO House of BB Plus.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, fashion is the world. The world is fashion. There's nothing you do in the world without fashion. But we want to know what actually inspired you to just pick fashion as your thing. You know, there are people that do music as their thing, people that do farming as their thing and all of that. But why did you pick fashion? What inspired you? What drove you into that?
Yes, I think first of all I would say that God actually was my first inspiration. He actually inspired me because I needed to do something out of the usual.
Okay.
And you know, as a Christian that I am, I had to put it before God, and He gave me a vision, and that vision took off 5 years ago.
Okay.
And secondly, my husband, my lovely husband, yes, is somebody that is very, very inspiring. He has always been supportive, and you know, he's just a driving force for me.
Wow.
Yes.
That is interesting to hear.
Thank you.
I would say you personally inspire me. Although I really like fashion, but I'm not so into it. I'm more of a techie person.
Okay.
But I appreciate clothes, I appreciate makeup, jewelry, shoes and all of that.
Yeah.
Now back to you. Would you say that so far with the involvement of fashion in Nigeria, I don't want to use the word, it's going beyond, too big. In Nigeria, would you say you have a uniqueness? Would you say you stand out as concerned to fashion in Nigeria so far?
Yes, I can say I stand out because we have our own way of design. There are things we look out for before we put up our designs. And you know, one of the things that's really brought about all of this is because of the kind of situations we have around. You know, we discover that people have challenges, with making wares, and we thought as such that we could come up with something, and that is why we started Ready to Wear. Okay. People have issues with tailors, they have issues with their designers, and we felt, okay, why not? We could just put up something and people will just walk in and pick, from us. You try it, you like it, you go for it. Okay. Yes, and that is why House of BB is on ground for you at any time. Maybe you could just try us one of these days. But basically, we work with African fabrics. Okay. 90% African fabrics. Okay. Yes, because we are promoting fabrics.
Alright, that is quite interesting. Now, so far, there is this saying that is going around in the country where people don't really patronize in Nigeria made in fabric. Even though with the involvement of fashion in Nigeria, people are looking back at the Ankara and all of it. How do you, in midst of this crisis, how do you cope with people saying, no, I want to wear ready-made, no, I want to look like Kim Kardashian, no, I want to look like Beyonce, but then you say 90% of what you design is just the African fabrics and all of that. How, in the midst of this crisis where people are saying, no, we want to be like the Westerners, how do you cope?
I don't really agree with that. People have come to no African fabrics.
Okay.
Even this scheme you just mentioned, I think I've seen her with African fabric.
Okay.
So it's no longer a challenge.
Okay.
Yes, now we don't just go on traditional level, we make the African fabric in English styles. You can get them, you can get your pants, your kimono, you know, but still with African fabric. So for me, I don't think it's much of a challenge.
Okay.
Yes, for us.
Alright.
Because people have come to know African fabric and they love it. We have nice prints and it's good to go anytime.
Okay, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've seen where we have fashion designers in Nigeria that specialize on male, some just kids, some just women, and some all together.
Yeah.
So which of the aspects do you specialize on?
Unisex, all round.
Okay.
We do male, we do female, we even do children.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Okay, so far, in your journey to this stage, of course there are times that you felt, I'm tired, I want to give up and all of that. What kept you going? What is that thing that kept you in line not to fall out? And you've gotten to this stage successfully. What is that thing that kept you going?
I would say passion.
Okay.
Because I've come to realize that if you don't have passion for what you are doing, you will not be able to stand the test of time.
Yeah.
So if you have passion, I think passion was just what kept me.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's amazing. Now, if you're saying passion kept you, at some point in time, do you look back and think, okay, I think I'm okay. Maybe in the next 3 years, I won't be doing this again. Does that ever come to your mind? I say, okay,
I won't be doing it again at all.
Yeah, there are people like that. There are people that start companies to an extent and they're like, okay, after 7 years, I'll pack up, go and stay somewhere with my kids or enjoy my life to whatever. Do you ever see that happen to you?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all. I think it's a business I want to retire with.
Oh.
You know, I'm an entrepreneur and I have other areas.
Okay.
You know, there are other things I do. Like I'm a hairstylist. You know, I do a lot of things.
Okay.
But I think at the end of the day, I will actually settle with the fashion aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I don't see it packing up in the near future.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. Now, so far, would you call yourself? Okay, let me rephrase the question. Okay. With the rate of unemployment in Nigeria, it's obvious that you are an employer of labor.
Definitely.
So, I want to put this question to you based on what's trending in the country. Would you say you employ more of youth or you have more of older people in your business? Do you look at bringing up these young people to want to bring out their passion just like you did? Or you look at those already made people in the fashion industry and just say, okay, I want you to do this thing for me. I don't really want these young people, they don't know anything. How do you do it?
No, I work with youths.
Okay.
Yes. Majorly my crews are youths, both ladies, female. It doesn't matter their qualification or whatever.
Okay.
You understand? So I work with youths.
Okay. That's quite amazing.
Yes.
We've been having a wonderful time in the house. We've been here with the CEO of BB Fashion, and she has told us so much and a lot about BB Fashion. So we'll be taking a break now. Stay tuned till we see you again. Thank you.
KTK Boutique, a classy modern-day boutique that brings the latest fashion trends in shoes, bags, clothes, jewelries, and many more. It's located at Shop 1, C.E.O House, Angwangade Extension, Kuje FCT, Abuja. For more enquiries, call 0907 079 2460. KTK Boutique, City Trend.
Hello and welcome back to the show. It's the show called Glamour and I'm your host Lina. So far we've had this hardworking, successful CEO of BB Fashion in the house, and she has told us what has driven her to this stage so far, the passion and how she has been able to overcome the struggle so far. We still have her in the house here today and we still want to get to know more about her. Hello ma.
Thank you.
Okay, so aside fashion, clothes and all of that, what other thing do you do?
Yes, I will start by saying I'm a housewife,
Okay.
a mother, and a minister of God.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. That is very nice. When you say minister of God, do you mean you preach or you sing?
I sing.
Oh my gosh, she sings. Yes, I sing too. Actually, I'm into gospel music and all of that.
Okay, yeah.
But it's something of fun.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Okay, so how do you cope with business? You know, you are a CEO. You know what it means to be a CEO. How do you cope with business, family, music, and all of that? How do you bring them to the round table and still dissect them together?
Yes, it's not an easy task,
Okay.
but with God everything is possible. And when you have a man that understands, that is supportive, I think everything will just be a walkover for you.
Okay.
So I have a husband that is supportive. Where I'm lacking, he covers up for me, and it's been good.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you're making me want to get married tomorrow.
Of course.
Don't make
I
me.
can't wait to be in attendance.
Don't worry, I'll invite you.
Alright.
Okay, so now in the fashion industry, it's more of like a lady thing. Okay, why do I say that? Because I would say, I don't know how fashion started although, but I just want to say I feel women do fashion more. So would you say it's because you're a woman that you love fashion, or you just love it because you just have passion for it?
The two goes together.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a very fashionable person. Even as a young child growing, yes, I loved fashion so much. I love looking good. You know, I love dresses a lot.
Okay.
Yes, and secondly, like I said earlier on, I was inspired because of the challenges that people have with their designers. Yes, that is why we came up with House of BB Plus.
Okay,
Ready to wear, yeah.
yes, that's amazing. Okay, so there's one on the street that you anchor, or let's say you have a fashion show that's always coming up.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about the fashion show, how it started, and if there's anyone that's coming up?
Yes, the one that is coming up is slated for next month, that is November 18th. Yes, our season 3 is coming up on that day. It's a night of fashion and style, tagged Ankara Expo. So I hope you'll be there to see great things that we are going to be doing there on that day. So it's our season 3. We have had our season 1. That was 3 years ago. Then last year was season 2. And this year is season 3. Yes.
Okay, that is quite amazing. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, so now when you make clothes for women, kids, children, and all of that, Do you sketch your drawings, your designs, or you just see someone design and then you modify it? Or how do you come up with your design to stand out in the fashion world?
Yes, sometimes we sketch.
Okay.
You know, the idea just comes in and we quickly put it down. Okay. Yes, sometimes we see a design we like and we modify it. Okay. Yes.
Alright, okay. That is quite amazing. I like the fact that you do both. You don't concentrate on just sketch. I'm not saying you might run out of sketching, but it's good to say, okay, I want to do this, but still modify someone else's design and all of that. Okay, now to my next question.
Okay.
You said you're happily married. I am impressed, and even though I feel jealous, I feel like I'm not to be married. So you don't have to. Don't like me. Okay. So tell us more about your background, where you come from, okay, your culture, and all of that. We want to know you, not BB now. We want to know you.
All right.
Yes.
Yes. Like I said, I'm Habibat. Okay. I used to be Habibat Ahmed.
Okay.
Yes, but now Habibat Yusuf Abdulraman.
Okay.
Yes. I'm from Kogi State. Okene, to be precise. Okay. I'm from Okene. Yes, I'm an Ibira. Okay. Yes, and I graduated from Auchi Polytechnic, Federal Polytechnic Auchi. I studied public administration. Okay. Yes, and after that, I went into business. I have never liked white collar job. Wow. I hate it when people go around with brown envelope looking for job. In fact, it disgusts me a lot. Yeah. And because I've always liked to be an entrepreneur, I started developing myself immediately I finished secondary school. Okay. Wow. You know, I went trained as a hairstylist, and after my NYSC, I started. I think that will be a story for next time. You need to know where I started from. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I started very, very small, and after some few years, I went into fashion. And today we are doing very, very, very well. Wow. Yes.
This is an inspiring story so far. Okay, with the way Africa is, they tend to look down on women. Yeah. And that is one of the reasons why we run this show, in order to bring the women out, encourage them, and tell the world that, okay, this woman is doing this thing. It's not all about taking care of her baby. It's not about cooking and doing all of that. She can still be able to match the two and still be productive. What is your view about the way the world see women as though they can't be successful? As though if a woman is successful, it's either she's selling her body or she's doing something bad and all of that. What is your view about that?
It's not true. You don't need to sell your body to make something. That is why I advise women, do something. There is this thing we have. Everybody have something that God has deposited in you. Just try and discover it. Once you can get that, you run with the vision. Do you understand? Yes. So the issue of people seeing women as nothing or second fiddle, is not anymore. I don't think it should be, because if you look at the whole world right now, the people that are prominent doing wonders are majorly women. You want to talk of the entertainment industry, entrepreneurs, what is it that you want to talk about that you won't see women doing great things? So the idea of no, if you are a woman, you stay at home, look after kids, have kids, is no longer the in thing. So, but I think women have a lot to do. Women have a lot to do. If you can do something, do it and prove it that you can do something. If you should, like for me, when I started all of this, my husband didn't believe in me. Yes, he never believed I could do anything. as in using my hands to do something, to create something, you know. But I had to prove to him that I can actually do more than he even thinks. And today he's supportive. Initially he wasn't, but I didn't give up. Sometimes I have to cry, you know, and the next day I put myself together and start. So whatever it is I do, he never comes with his support at the initial stage, but I never gave up. I made sure I proved to him that I actually know what I'm doing and I can do better. And once I start and he sees that I'm doing well, he gives his full support, and that is why I'm able to get to where I am today. Yes.
All right. This has been a lovely time having you in the house.
Thank you.
It shows that there are still women out there that can be different. That don't have to go around sleeping with men in order to bring the bread to the table. And discussing with you, I've got to learn that you need to have a man that supports your dream.
Yes.
Because if the man does not support your dream, you can't go far. Okay, it's been an amazing time having the CEO of BB Fashion in the house.
Thank you.
So we're just going to take a little break. I'll be back soon. Thank you.
Table Water, a unique table water that specializes in sachet and bottled water production, a division of VIP Golden Wings Limited, located behind Hussaini Block Industry, Angwangede Extension, FCT Abuja. For enquiries, call 0803 0945 460 or 0805 555 0682 or 0902 242 7674. Mariam Table Water. Pure water, pure health. Good water, good taste.
Welcome back to the show. It's Glamour and I remain Lina. We still have the CEO of BB Fashion in the house. Now, Ma, your fashion week is coming up.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us where it's going to take place, what we should be expecting?
Yes. It's going to be holding at Las Luga Hotel.
Okay.
Yes, Las Luga Hotel in Kuje. Yes, Kuchapo, somewhere in Kuchapo.
Okay.
And it's on the 18th of November 2018.
Alright.
Red carpet starts by 3 p.m. and the main event by 4.
Okay.
So when you come there, you're going to see celebrities, actors will be there. Yes, politicians will be in attendance.
Okay.
And every other person that will be there are also important.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to having fun that day actually.
Yes.
So if people were to find you, look for you in maybe in Kuje or Abuja, where is your office located?
Okay, my office is located in Ademo Memorial Plaza, shop number 8, House of BB Plus. Our signboard is boldly, there.
Okay, that's in Kuje,
In
Abuja.
Kuje, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if I were to look for you on social media?
Yes, we are on Facebook,
Okay.
and our handle is Habibat Yusuf,
Okay.
and on Instagram, Official House of BB.
Okay, so we've come to the end of the show today. We had the CEO of BB Fashion in the house, and so far she has let us know that it's not about being a woman and staying in the kitchen. As a woman, you should come out, show the world what you have. It's not like you're competing with the men, no, not at all. But just bring that thing that keeps you going, that passion, whatever it is you have. So we like to see you again, same time, same station. It's Glamour, and my name is Lina. Thank you.